2TC is an achievement in Bloons Tower Defense Stakes where you need to complete a game of chimps using only 2 towers. Today we're going to be doing this with the Superstorm and Gentleman Geraldo, or Gentle Monkey Gadgeteer, sir. Let's place down our druid so we can begin this adventure, and also on Sulphur Springs, because why not? You can leave your druid unupgraded and you'll be able to get Geraldo in no time. On round 9 you'll be able to place Geraldo down, and since Sulphur Springs is a intermediate difficulty map, Geraldo is able to level up a little bit faster compared to maps like Resort or Cubism or Scrapyard or The Cabin. I reckon the word intermediate can be put in quotes because this is easier than some beginner maps, like The Cabin. I know difficulty is subjective and all that, but this map has a lot more 2TCs under its belt than a lot of beginner maps. Beginner maps? Beginner, but with a V. Beginner! And add a bit of vinegar to it. Yes, us Brits like our fish and chips with a cup of vinegar added to it. Actually, not a cup, but just a sprinkle of it. Before you say it, yes, I know Geraldo has a 1TC under his belt, but that was in the update where he was debuted, and his price has since then changed, so you can no longer put him down on round 6. Druid of the Storm up and running. We've got a 302 Druid at the moment so that we can increase our attack speed, and sometimes you can you actually increase your attack speed as long as you're attacking? I think that's actually the Druid of the Wrath. Yeah, it's Druid of the Wrath, and once it stops attacking then it has a certain amount of time before its attack bonus resets. On round 33, place a invisibility potion onto Geraldo that also includes his sub-towers. These are sub-towers, not actual towers, in which, contributes towards the total amount of towers placed down when you reach the victory screen. I think to this day, version 31 of this game, which is when Geraldo was released, is called the most broken version of the game. Like, Cleansing Foam had a bug where it can slow down bads. Like, that was a thing. I've forgotten other aspects about it which made it incredibly broken as an update. But it definitely had a number of things going on inside that particular update which a lot of players really like about it. Like, there's some bugs in the game which is like, yeah, this game is better with the bug. And then there are other bugs like pressing the hotkey in order to place down your hero, which is by default you, which crashes the game, which are not so desirable bugs, let's just say that. Around 40, we should get Jerry's Fire up and running. We'll place it on our ball of lightning here. That should do enough damage, and any lingering balloons will get chucked right back to the start, which is why I kind of like this spot for our one day be Superstorm. I always feel like shooty turrets have a much higher value out of them in comparison to other items, because unlike other items which are either temporary or have a round limit to them, shooty turrets don't have a round limit to them. The only thing you can do with them in non-chimp scenarios is sell them. What's so bizarre about Geraldo is that he can fit all different kinds of matches. He can be offensive and support for your other towers. Or in this case, both, because we can buff our Druid Monkey here by putting invisibility potion or a pickles. Although I wouldn't recommend pickling up a ball lightning Druid, for goodness sakes. Make shooting up those tornadoes slow, which is not ideal, let's just say that. I'd rather shoot out tornadoes as fast as I possibly can, thank you very much. Sometimes utility is better than damage, depending on what you want at that given point in time. There goes the other Moab. Let's see, ceramics up and running here. Camo ones on round 51. Not an issue whatsoever here. I believe actually you could do this without really having any kind of retries whatsoever. Just as long as you remember to put down the amount of Jerry's Fires which you may need, although I think when Moabs are kind of clumped together, I'm going to have to really put down multiple Jerry's Fires, although I'd rather try and get our Superstorm up and running as early as possible, which I probably think is going to be round 79. And we can put down our fluffy pet rabbit animals here. And as soon as they're up and running, things should be much easier. And also for the fact, here's a little fact about the rabbit. Geraldo does not require camo detection for the pet rabbit to be able to pop camo balloons. I also think its damage type is normal as well, so you don't have to worry about lead balloons being an issue. Although what I do need to fathom out is that particular Moab issue. Round 57, second rabbit. Round 60, we should be able to place down the third one. Then round 63, we can put down our fourth and final rabbit to form the Bonnie Paragon. Round 60, Bonnie Rabbit again. More Jerry's Fire. We're also going to put Jerry's Fire down here for this shooty tower down here. The only reason why I placed a shooty tower down here is just because of coverage of the track. Being able to place down Jerry's Fire along here. Got a whiff of that ceramic there, but that was about it. Fortified Moab, so been a bit of an issue there. Round 63, we now have the Bonnie Paragon up and running, and just look at it go to town here, thinking that every single one of these balloons are carrots. Although this is a mechanized rabbit, so it's probably a carrot made out of metal. Saving up our other shooty turrets when Geraldo goes up to level 13 so that we can place down 4 upgraded shooty turrets rather than one early game shooty turret, then a... actually, that's just a demonstration there of the the pet rabbit going to town with those camo ceramics. Going at the level 1 shooty turrets. As I was talking about leveling there. Did you know that round 69 is one of the only rounds between round 50 and round 80? Or even like from round 50 onwards, it's one of the only rounds where there are no Moab class balloons. Geraldo's now at the level where his shooter turrets, when you place them down, are even better. And in update 43, these have been given a slight nerf to the amount of damage that they can deliver out, but they're still pretty powerful. Only 16k away now from the Superstorm, and things are going extremely well. Actually, I'm going to place down our invisibility potion for Geraldo, since now the invisibility potion is now better, which means we can also have more range as well as camera detection. Round 75, how well is this round going to go? Very well so far. Oh, I should have placed these Jerry's Fires a bit later. No, that's good, that's good, that's good. All good. I just thought something. What would be an incredible 2 megapop support tower is a non-damaging Superstorm. All you need to do is just put one of those down, like a really cheap non-damaging Superstorm. Give it like the non-corrosive glue treatment of the glue gunner, but in the form of in the form of the Superstorm, where it can just chuck back Moa class balloons and balloons back to the beginning, and you can just keep repeating damage over and over again. You can have as many turns as you possibly can in order to be able to knock out the balloons. Obviously, the only drawback is the fact that they can't damage, so therefore you have to rely on other things. But since you're using it as a support means, then you don't have to worry about stealing pops. One thing I would love out of Bloons Tower Defense 6 is an option where you can toggle towers on and off if you want them to damage a balloon or not. Although then again, that could actually interrupt the ecosystem of the game itself, so probably better if it doesn't. But I don't know, I would just like to have the option there so that you can create different strategies with certain towers, to where perhaps there's going to be a tower in which you have on the field which is going to be more disruptive than beneficial at any given point in time. So therefore you'd rather have it so that it doesn't stop you from being able to, I don't know, stop having a regrowth farm producing nowadays, since they no longer are a contribute to, let's say, your pop count for a Paragon, which you want to put up to Paragon level 100. Since we have nothing left to spend our money on besides Geraldo items and stuff, we decided to fill the back of the map with old mines and blade traps. Although these aren't really old, they're kind of good actually, these exploding mines. Explodey without the E at the start. Explodey. In any 2TC scenario, if you have enough DPS from your other tower, having Superstorm from your like non-DPS reliant tower out of a 2TC is pretty much game over, because Superstorm can just provide permanent like blowing back non-bad, so that you can have as much time as you need in order to pop the balloon that's not the bad once you deal with the bad. And Geraldo obviously has means of being able to deal with the bad, with the rabbit, with the genies, and also with the fire as well, with the fire and flames, Dragon Ball style. Okay, put one on you there because you're gonna suffer against this DDT otherwise. Let's see, DDTs be chucked back, please. Oh, for some odd reason I thought that particular one was on its last rotation. It was going to escape there, which wouldn't be that good, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, round 91, so many Moabs, so many super fortified ceramics. It has a bit of everything in this round. So you're on first, which is pretty nice. So what can we do here? Put another blade trap down, because why not? Should I place one over here? Nah, it's a bit late now. Oh, let's put some sharpening stones on our upgraded shooting tower. It's not going to do a huge amount because, well, Ninja Kiwi's decided that not having bonus damage is a good idea. Certain stuff that Ninja Kiwi adds or tweaks is not to the best interest of players, for goodness sakes. Like, there are certain things which Ninja Kiwi adds to the game. So let's say the Superstorm by default being able to target camo balloons, because it never used to do that, is a good quality of life change. Enabling the Glue Storm or Glue Strike to be able to target Mo class balloons regardless if it has corrosive glue or not. That is a very good quality of life change. Going to put that one on there as a replacement. And we can fit many more items down now since we have a complete restock of our store over here. Also having a counter for every single Paragon power totem you have down. So for my all Paragon level 100 videos solo, that is a huge quality of life change, so that I don't have to individually count the amount of Paragons I have on screen. But there are other things like reduction of damage on shooter towers, reduction on the effect of your pickles, reduction on the round that the amount of rounds that the first level of Jerry's fire has, and also the nerf to the sharpening stone. Like, some things, yes, I understand, kind of need a little bit of a balancing tweak, but sometimes balance just equates to unfun, in my opinion. In my totally not biased opinion, which if you agree you can like, comment, subscribe, but even though if you are, I am biased, that is completely fair. I wasn't going to put that down there because that is where you would place your Ultra Juggernaut, or over here actually. If you're doing a 2D scenario with an Ultra Juggernaut on this map, you would place it either here or here. You wouldn't place it up here because you want to take advantage of the fact that you can bounce off the obstacles. Round 97. Place another one of these down. Very, very close to the end of this scenario. I'd like to place one of these over here, but alas, I cannot. I made a big mistake by placing two. Oh, we can actually. Let's put you over here. Let's place you over there for some defense. I like that good old defense around these parts of the hood. These volcanic hood. Around these parts, no amount of balloon is going to escape my wrath. Nobody in this goddamn town is gonna tell me otherwise on what I can and cannot do with my upgrades. We're gonna place down our Jenny bottles at the beginning of round 99. The balloons will fear me as the most competent player in this video at the very least. There are many more players out there that are much better at this game than I am. And there's our second Paragon power totem, because why not? I have the excess money for it. we have the finances for it, we can put down our tube of amazing glues, and they don't have a single chance against me or my might. Because we out here, we have the items, we have the accessibility, and most of all, we have the terrific old victory screen right in front of us. And also, if I did a little bit of micromanaging, maybe would have gotten a million pops with a Superstorm as well. And ignore the fact that I chose to have this accent at the end of the video. Sometimes it just happens, it's a Flare Bloons thing. You may never know what happens within a video of mine. But I thoroughly appreciate you. That's the one thing that never changes. My appreciation for each and every single one of you that watches my videos. If you like the video, as you've obviously done because you've made it this far into the video, then please be sure to give the video a like, comment and subscribe so that you can see more scenarios like this into the future. I say in the future, I do not know why. But if you want to be extra supportive of me and my endeavors, then please be sure whenever you are purchasing anything from the Bloons store, use my creator code FLAREBLOONS. That spells Flare Bloons. You get this lovely little green tick here, and boom! You are now an eternal supporter of mine. If you do not use my creator support code, you will fail your next game, but in real life. Thank you all so much for watching. That's not true, by the way, but you have 1% less chance of failure if you do use it. And also 2% less chance of failure if you actually do subscribe and turn on that notification bell. You don't want to miss out, otherwise the next time you face the vortex, this speed might have a 0 on the end of it, and you don't want that. Thank you all so much for watching, everyone, and take care of yourselves.